Hey everybody, it's Broken Dice, beginning another installment of my solo wargaming campaign. Um, Kind of an experiment with adding some strategic points in the game, represented by these chips behind the units. Kind of a review here for anybody that hasn't seen the other videos. They have a random point value, again represented by the chips. Each side is rolled randomly after deployment, so you don't have an idea of what's valuable that way until after setup and just before the first turn, which could change your tactics and how you want to utilize things. There are some units that are very fragile that can have a high strategic value, and so you have to be careful with that sort of thing. Well, we ended on 4 turns here. As you can tell on the left side here, the one cavalry unit from this side of the table routed the camel riders off the table. The next cavalry unit here, the best unit on the table, by the way, um, failed its orders again. Terrible. Just a poor, absolute horrid performance by those guys. Shooting from both sides in turn 4 was next to nothing, except, let me move down one, right here. This combat unit charged in to try to do away with that Sparrowbara unit, which has a black dice, a black chip behind it, which means it has 5 strategy points. Well, they shot at him, rolled double 6s to hit, and eventually and the unit became shaken, and they had to fall back. So that brings us to the end of the game. At turn 4, I'll do a review on what I think's happened with this, and we'll set up another one and try something else. And just as a note here, this unit that's in the enemy camp is disordered. I have a special rule that any unengaged unit that is within one of their moves from a enemy camp automatically moves to the camp and becomes disordered because they're too busy looting the camp. All right, that brings us to the end of this little session. I'm going to do a kind of a review of the 3 games that I've used this method in another video after I sit around and do some math. And that's it. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Everybody stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next time.